I'm very excited to play more Doki Doki. It went over really well the first time, and we haven't finished it. I have lots of hydration to keep my throat from getting too dry. I tried to listen to it. I don't know what I was doing, so the voices might be different. We're just gonna roll with it. Skip button to fast forward text you've already read. Okay. I do not think this is text we have already read because of when I saved. So. I rush out and fetch a small towel and then dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Also, I can't get the microphone in a good position, so hopefully this is fine. Oh god, how did I do this? I literally practiced before I went live. Is something wrong? God, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, hold on. Tanya! I remembered I could do this. I'm so embarrassed to do these voices again. I was so embarrassed the first time, but like now doing it a second time and knowing I did it a first time. And starting right off in this hot and heavy scene. Oh boy. Oh god, can I do this? I have to stop like giggling or I'm not gonna be able to drop my voice a little bit. Oh, I can't. Okay, hold on. This is fine. It's hot, I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. As we can see in figure 1. Wait. Oh my god, I can't. I done this to myself by starting right off in the middle of this scene. Just for a little longer. Ah, clicked out. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. Oh my god. It's an intense expression I recognize when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What's happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. Here, just for you. Per request. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. The moment's over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now?
Ah, not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true, but won't that take a while?
Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here.
Phew.
You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
Oh, no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we'd have extra time after finishing the work.
Well,
Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well.
It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. No, we won't make Yuri make dinner for us. I'll make dinner for her. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door.
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well then,
Yuri fidgets.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait. I kind of say this without thinking. About today. It's fine we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want. You can come over, or we can go out somewhere. Oh, I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so...
You're very thoughtful, Affure.
Yuri takes a step closer to me and then briefly squeezes my hand. He touched me. Oh god.
The music stopped. My heart's going Doki Doki. I kind of like that about you.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Oh god, that's her.
Sayori.
Huh? Ah. Hi, if you're 420p quality, yeah. When she got closer, the resolution did not get higher. I don't remember. Sayori was almost like... Sayori! Just now, we weren't.
It's okay, Affure. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry. Well, we'll all be But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right?
Of course. Sayori beams.
Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Running away.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her.
Oh, sad music. Sad music for our sad girl.
Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
Yeah, I like her little ruffle on her shirt and how it matches her pants. And see what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Affure? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true. If I wasn't here, you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. Hi, Lurker. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. Screw that Monica bitch. Sneeze, wheeze, hi, hello, people are showing up, hi. Right in this really sad moment. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Because she's a bitch. Monica's such a bitch. Screw Monica. Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Affure. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared of that. That I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down her arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori. Oh no! I don't... Oh god. I don't think a pizza's gonna solve this problem. Oh, I don't know what to do. 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 I know what happens if I just say you'll be my dearest friend, but I don't know if that's gonna happen anyway. Oh god. I'm going after Yuri. I don't want to string the two women along. I don't think I can go for a harem ending. Is that a thing in this game? Like, I do love her. But I love her as a friend. Also, being someone's friend is not a bad thing. Oh god. It's not a lie to say I love her, but I don't love her the way she loves me. I'm gonna say I love you. Wait, hold on. Aha! I'm a cheater. Okay, we saved it. So if we save it, we can replay this moment later. I'm gonna say I love you. Because I love her. And I don't want her to do anything rash. But she might do the thing anyway. And we can always reload and Yuri is best girl. I love you. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. Should have realized it sooner. Spending time with everyone at the club. Making new friends. And having fun with you every day. It's helped me realize you're truly the most important person to me. I didn't lie. I do love her, just not like that. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens as long as we continue like this every day. With you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Affure. Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute. She's so cute. This is a beautiful moment. This is a beautiful moment. Suddenly, Sayuri wraps her arms tightly around me. Affure, is this really okay? Yeah. So I hold Sayuri in my arms and pull her closer. I'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Affure. I can't even say it. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayuri's grip around me weaken a little bit. Oh god, I'm actually crying. Hold on. It's fine, this is fine. Okay.
What is this?
Sayuri?
I'm supposed to be super happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all.
It's okay, Sayuri. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now.
Oh, I trust you.
I think I'm just crying because I was trying to do her voice like she was crying, and then I actually made myself cry because I'm a baby. Sayuri and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh?
What are you saying?
I don't want to think about those things, you know? Sayuri, you just told me you loved me and all this stuff. And now you're saying you don't want to think about this as our first date? Come on. Consistency.
I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me.
I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best.
Hey, Affure. I said my name really weird because I was trying to be weird about it. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right?
Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying this is making you feel sad, Sayori?
I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I feel like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me.
Yeah. I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. Yeah, I don't even think there is a harem root in this. I think that no matter what you do, well, the ending is the same. I can't really cry on cue, but like, if I sound like I'm, like if I try and make that sound like I'm crying, it makes me cry. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until all things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me. I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Oh no, the music stopped. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. No, go do it, please, for the love of God. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry. I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over, so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. My God, you should have checked on her! After yesterday, when you confess your love, would you not go check on her? I feel like this main character makes no sense. Hi, Monica. Affure, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. I'm not a very good... I guess I'm officially her boyfriend now, but I'm not very good at it because I didn't go check on her. That dummy. Oh my God, I'm the dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I am a dick. I say that, but suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. Yes, thank you, you're being a jerk. I only said it because that's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little more responsibility for her, Affure. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday, which Monica knows about for no reason. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Just gonna sit on the screen for a minute. You know? Just gonna let it sit here. No reason. Don't worry about it. Don't think too hard. Okay. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. That gives me no reason to know this, but I do know. But, I stammered, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica's being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. She's a bitch. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. Also, it's freaking me out that there's no sound. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. Flip through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. % sign. Okay, I'm just gonna do this as a little... Here we go. Get out of my head, 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 my head. Get out of my head, 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 get out of, get out of my head. That should be the appropriate amounts of get out of my head. Oh. Nope, hold on. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Yeah, how abstract. Ah, what is this? Reading the poem, I felt a pit in my stomach. Affure, what's wrong? Whatever could it be? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... Ah, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori because I'm a dumbass. Not a big deal, at least, to wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school really makes her happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things were the same as they always have been. That all she needs is what I want. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori. Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. The hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. Well, I can't believe my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I knew it was best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her, like it always had been. Yeah, the suicidal girl never would have committed suicide. Also, so many people are really actually depressed and are suicidal, but you would never know that. So, it feels like the main character's kind of making this all about him. Then I could have prevented this. Yeah. Me. What about Sayori? I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Neat. Boy howdy. That looks great. Oh, I have to go through it again? That was the end. Oh shit, I forgot it does this. Oh shit. Everywhere that Sayori appeared? Yeah, well, I mean, there's only bad endings, be real. Everywhere that Sayori appeared is now corrupted. This is where we would have talked about her in the morning and met her and walked to school the first time. But they're all bad endings. There's no winning this. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might be drawing to herself. The girl is... this. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up with me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. School days as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. I don't know who this is, so... Affure? Monica? Don't say your name like that? What do you mean? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. What a surprise! It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Oh, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. This is all the stuff that she said before when we were attending the club for the first time. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Literature club. Literature? Ooh, hold on. He's coming. Ugh. Okay. That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. Really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait. Really? Manga? Is she also in the anime club? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Girls can like manga too? Oh gosh. Hey, Affure, by any chance you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it'd make me really happy. You guys want to know what's really funny about the whole manga stuff happening in this game? I have my microphone sitting on top of some manga. My mic was too low, and it is in fact sitting on top of manga. So, please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, Affure, you know that? It's nothing, really. Fine. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time, you're more important. And thus marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs to the section of the school I rarely visit because it's generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Ha! Wow, this is great. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Affure. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, nope, not me, nuh-uh. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president.
She used to not be the vice president. Somebody else used to be the vice president. It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Affure in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica? Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna... you know... Sorry. I didn't forget that, it just happened to run into him. Oh god, okay.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Affure? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks through the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people here are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. He carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Oh god.
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Oh. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that... You know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Affure, what kind of things do you like to read?
Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I only read manga. 'Cause I'm a weeb. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know,
I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp for something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind at the last club meeting. Oops, keep clicking out. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back. Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Well, I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't even like them. Oh, not very confident, are you?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Affure?
Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, well, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But...
I'm sorry, I thought...
The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Affure. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. If we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these 3 girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I will join the literature club. Again. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Affure? Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Affure, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Affure, I look forward to seeing you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I can already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans the tea set. Guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait. Okay. So with that, I depart the club and make my way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in this literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okie doke. A special poem, would you like to read it? Nothing is real. Nothing is real. Now we've only got 2 girls down here. Let's save. Alright. We're gonna try for Yuri again. Philosophy. Existence. Secretive. Fickle. I'm sorry, I have to. Doki Doki. Judgment. Are there any that Sayori still likes, or is it going to eliminate all those? Did we get rid of them all? I'm trying to remember what Sayori used to like. No, that's Natsuki. After image. I think it just got rid of all the options that Sayori would have liked. Unending. Heaven sent. Incongruent. Determination. Uncontrollable. Contamination. Portrait. Agonizing. Disoriented. Tragedy. Uncanny. Hi again, Affure. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I can keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. I almost missed that. I almost missed that. Thanks for Thanks for keeping your promise, Affure. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you will not see the end of it. So she's standing in front of the text box, but this should say, Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Affure. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. It's interesting having Yuri be the vice president. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Oh, wait. I didn't mean like that. If you really don't want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not like that, Yuri. I want to try and be a part of this club. Does the classroom look angled to you? I'm just now noticing the background. I feel like it feels like it's tilted like this. It is. Okay. I actually just noticed that. I don't feel like I've paid that much attention in my past. The one other time I played this years ago. Neat. I love all the little things. This is where the game gets fun. So even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you want me to do so.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Hi! Thanks for the follow. Yeah, this is actually not my first playthrough. I played through this game, gosh, at least 4 years ago. Basically when the game came out, I played it with friends. So I actually know what happens, but we're pretending not to know. But hello, thank you. How do you say your name? Kyrian? Sorry. If you want to tell me, I'll learn how to say it. Okay, Yuri voice.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know,
discuss it if you wanted. Kyrian? Is that how you say it? This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Also, hold on. She is also crooked. The whole thing, I think, is crooked. I think it is. Sit up straight? Oh, okay. You're right. Alright. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that I've... Oh, it's straightened. It's straight back. It's straight. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I'd feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks the same as the book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh god. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book that you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped by the bookstore yesterday... Well, that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them.
I see. That's something... There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
Glad to hear it. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's this story about anyway? Well, I looked at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, this might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Affure? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... Oh, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize for sounding like a demon. That's totally fine. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I could do is listen. It is a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading. I might as well get started reading it. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but what do you say? What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book. I'd put it in my bag. All right. Is it fine if I sit here? I slip into the seat next to Yuri for a second time. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. Yeah, Yuri, don't even worry about it. You're still cute, even when you are glitchy. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. Soon I understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the blood of something, I think is what it said. It's so hard, it's so fast. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Look at my girl. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. but in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Yeah, shoulder touching, that's not appropriate. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she turns in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Huh?
To turn the page?
Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. Our eyes. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I could do. Since you've been so patient with me.
She's smiling! Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
Huh?
Look at her face. Hold on. Look at her face. Look at her face. Look at her face. She's a demon. I still love her, but she's a demon. Okay. Alright. This is fine.
No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really?
I was just oh, really? I was just thinking about the way she second-guessed things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind.
We didn't
even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling alright?
Huh?
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something, or if you're possessed by a demon or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that all about? Affure, did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. Monica doesn't give a fuck. Why would Monica be worried about her? I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with our poems start sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Oof. I wonder, I don't remember if their poems change after that. Let's share with Natsuki first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I share mine with her first. I would share mine with Yuri, but she ran away. If you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What, do you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort in. We all start somewhere, right? Are you still proud of the first poem you ever wrote? If so, I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? God, main character kind of a dick though. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're just better off trying again. Because I used words only Yuri likes. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. This is the same poem from before. I do actually think this poem's kind of cute. I'll read it again. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap. Horses can race, owls can seek. Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I do, I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. But people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for someone to be able to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing is simple writing, it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. Decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I will not take that away from her. She's a good little weeb and she deserves it. Alright, we share with Monica. Hi, Affure. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. How about you stop being crazy, Monica? Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Affure. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Affure. Also, I punched my chair by accident. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. This is exactly what she said the first time. Nothing has changed for her, it seems. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it can always count when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We'll still have plenty of time. So I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed.
Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now?
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Is this... I think hers has changed. Yeah, hers has changed. We'll read this. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are there simply poems on a flat sheet of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Not my favorite poem from her. So what do you think? Very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. Move your hand, go with the flow. That's my advice. Thanks for listening. Let's see what Yuri wrote. My girl's gone crazy. Okay. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. Really, you didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. Traces her fingers along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think that the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do.
I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I think this is the same. And then she complains about her handwriting. I'm just gonna kind of generally skip unless I see something different. Because I don't want to hit the skip button. My concern is I'll miss if she turns into a demon or something. Well, it's a black button here. I wonder if that means that nothing has changed. I don't think anything has changed with her in this instance. Guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. So when we were talking to Yuri, this was a darker color, but here it's in the lighter color. So I'm wondering if that indicates if it's changed. Okay, the music is different, and I don't know. Can you guys... Do you see this? Do you see that on that back wall? How long has that been there? So it's probably really teeny tiny depending on your screen. This right here is the screenshot of Sayori hanging herself. This is Sayori's corpse. It's probably really tiny, especially if you're on like a phone. But also, every once in a while, the music will glitch out a little bit. As if everyone was judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all, I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange poems. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow. Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Because this is where they just say, like, yours is too fancy and yours is too childish. I'm just looking for anything that's changed. I just want to know how long this has been in the background. I'm gonna have to rewatch this VOD. That's what this game is great for. Yeah, this is all the same. So they're both fighting about which poem I liked more. I'm gonna side with Yuri because I love her. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. Saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves if they graduate middle school.
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think that you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute. The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. I'm trying to go as fast as possible. Well, be careful. You might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Affure hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels with you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she noticed I was standing here. Affure, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get... Side with Yuri. 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 Natsuki? Hey, Affure. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. Hey, I was gonna keep clicking the Yuri button until it wouldn't let me. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. Probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. That was like... Oh, hi Amaze, by the way. Hello. You walked in some, fun moment. Good moment. I gave up on the voices there because I wanted to read it as quickly as possible. I wish I could be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, that's fine. No, I still love my girl. I've selected her. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Aww. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. Who's crying? Oh my gosh, Lurker, that's such a cute nickname for a maze. Okay. Gotta breathe after all that. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth at her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Affure, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. What could be wrong with her? So the argument was Natsuki and Yuri were fighting. And Natsuki said the line that she said the first time about how like, oh, well, my boobs didn't suddenly get bigger when a boy joined the club. And Yuri calls her like childish, but then Natsuki calls Yuri edgy, and she kind of does the whole joke of, careful, don't cut yourself on that edge. Oh wait, you already do. And so she's implying that Yuri cuts herself, which I assume you're familiar with as a concept. And Yuri's like, no, that's not true. And Natsuki's basically like, don't lie, that's what you do. You cut yourself. So it wasn't like a big deal. It was just trying to point out that Yuri self-harms. So that's the gist of it. But you can also go back and watch the VOD. I will not complain at all. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over. You can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me as if she wants to say something. But she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today.
It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri.
It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Affure. It would just be embarrassing with you listening.
I guess I don't really have a choice, do I?
I'm sorry for causing trouble.
Okay, no talking to Yuri. Boy, oh boy. Philosophy, misery, melancholy, imagination, tragedy, contamination, unrequited, crimson. I want to choose this thing. I broke it. Massacre. Adventure. Sadness. Frightening. Extraordinary. Unrestrained. Afterimage. Disoriented. I wonder if that was a Sayuri word? Starscape? Is that a word? Did the game make a sound? Disaster. Heaven sent? Another day passes, it's time for the club meeting already. Gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Welcome back, Affure.
Hi, Yuri. Not sure if me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at her desk. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. Oh boy, what was the sound? I couldn't tell what sound that was. It kind of came out of nowhere. I wasn't ready. It kind of just sounded like someone going, ah! Okay.
About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that's ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound, in sound mind. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri, I'm happy you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you because I love you. I'd already decided that there was no way you could be a bad person. And now you're apologizing. I know you really didn't mean it.
Affure, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around. And, sorry. What I'm saying right now, I just...
Hey, have you guys seen Monika? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she is. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her.
No, I haven't.
Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on.
So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
But...
This is not real words. Mibbles, sailcloth, blind sight, lifeline, anan, rectiplicality, faultlessly offered, scleromalica. Yeah, these are not real words. I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that.
No, not at all. I don't hate you.
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. Was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm not really good yet.
Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed.
Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I will not let you down, Affure. Monica smiles sweetly and shoves the other girls off screen. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki's already run off into the closet. Natsuki's in the closet. Oh god, okay.
Affure, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today? I mean, in the club.
Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway.
Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I?
No, be more forceful. Show me you love me.
I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason.
Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy.
Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this.
Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all. I like tea. Tea is great.
Thanks very much. There's one thing that could make my reading time here any better it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well go with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Ah, did Yuri leave you again? Oh, it's not like that this time. Oh, it did disappear in the back. It's back to being good catch, good eye. So Yuri's not hanging in the back. I'm so excited to watch this VOD to catch all those weird things. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make some tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. I'm a bitch.
10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Oh no, my girl. Oh no! What's that noise? Who's that Pokemon? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. I'm not making these noises. A sharp inhale like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? There, we've got it, guys. Okay, time backed up. So, I was reading that as it happened, and it backed us up before we left the classroom. Because it said like 10 minutes have passed, it's been a while, and now we're back here. So, she must not have taken that long, and we did not go looking for her.
I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Affure, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do it any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
Uh-huh. In that case, you'll only be more impressed.
Oh, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway.
Ah. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Affure. It's very endearing.
That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Affure, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because,
your posture. It's because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading.
Yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides over until our shoulders are touching again. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Yeah, chocolate sounds good always. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, it's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears an intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Oh, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands and looks stunning. Beautiful woman. Love her. Best girl. Excellent. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it, but as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. Simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her little mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Oh my goodness, she's so cute! I love her. I love her so much. Demon noises. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs confirmation of what just happened. Affure... Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Affure? Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Yuri! Yuri, I was having fun! Okay. Affure, my heart won't stop pounding, Affure. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. You feel it, Affure? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Can you stop looking at me like that, though? What if you didn't? What if you did not do this? I'm clicking. She's just laughing. Jesus Christ. It's time to share poem. Yuri. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Affure, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's amazing you feel like I'm valued, Affure. Everything you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. Sorry, I need just a sec. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Affure? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now I just want you to read my poem too. Okay? Okay, so this is different. I need a drink. Alright. Wheel. A rotating wheel turning an axle, grinding, bolt, head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning. A prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time, devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disapproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 46 gears, and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks on 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock ticks 40 times every time it ticks, every second time, a bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears, and then open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, Yuri. Try again. This is not a poem. This is you being psychotic. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is a pen. Pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Okay. That's a great spot for me to be right back. I need to use the restroom. I'm gonna get some more water, and we're gonna keep going, because Yuri is best girl, no matter how crazy she is. Enjoy the music, though. I'm back. Downstairs neighbor is playing music, and neighbor next to me, like on the same floor as me, is outside yelling. So if you hear any of that, can't fix it. But I can play more Doki Doki. So, hi, hello. Let's do Natsuki next. Yeah, just as I thought. Affure, come on. I'm not stupid. I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club? Honestly. I thought getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together, not exclude each other even more. This is such a stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in a good mood today, and I just really don't feel like talking right now. Please go away. So she wasn't angry earlier, but now all of a sudden she is angry? Like, because she was like, oh, nothing happened yesterday, everything is fine. But, like, maybe because I was hanging out with Yuri? Okay, let's share with Monica. Affure, I think you saw something earlier you weren't supposed to see. What could that be, Monica? It's such a mystery. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable with you around. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. I mean, she probably is depressed because you're fucking her up, but whatever. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, though. I'm just saying stop fucking hanging out with her. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. I'm also a major bitch. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too. I think she already did this one, but I'll read it anyway. Save me. The colors. They won't. Bright beauty. Oh, it did change a little bit. There's letters missing. U-I-O-O? I wonder if, like, the missing letters mean something? I don't know. Save me, the colors they won't, bright beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaning, noise. The noise, it won't stop, violent, grating. Oh, it's getting worse at the end. Screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Endless of meaningless. Delete her. I wonder... Surely the missing letters are specifically chosen. O-A-O. U-A? I don't know. Maybe not. I would assume, because this game has a lot of deeper meanings, but I guess I don't know. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract and you have no idea what I meant by it. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing difficult decisions. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything? Please help me. What if I don't click OK? I think I have to click OK. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I'm saving even though I know it doesn't matter. We have something we need to go over today if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Affure joined, and we've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Affure? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Affure to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined this club with other people in mind? You never even talked until Affure joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Affure isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you really should consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Affure want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I'd probably be lying. Still, it's up to me to rescue this situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think everybody saw it the same as I did? Well, that doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Affure, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? I was hoping to hang out with Yuri, but that's not the answer you want. Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? Not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. There's no taking anything away. No, Affure, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the new direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. With this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki? Natsuki ignored Yuri and walked right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? Ooh. Ooh. I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Affure? Hello, Super Mellow. Welcome. Whose true colors? Monika, Natsuki, or Yuri? Because I don't think it's Natsuki or Yuri's fault or true feelings. What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monika. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something you can't get anywhere else. Yeah. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each... Her eye is bleeding. Did you see that? Yeah, look at it, look at it. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Huh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday. Is her eye still doing it? Hold on, let me look at her for a minute. I think it stopped. But I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monika. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go up here? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Affure before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of this time here and all. It's important to me as president. Not you. No, don't separate us. No. Yeah, the music is really good in this. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monika. But I don't trust Monika's judgment because she's awful. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Okay, I need a drink. Hydration. Okay. Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Here, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as the president. It's getting hazy. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time with how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Look at it. Sometimes I feel like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you can understand. So that's why. No, not yet, no! Stop it! Doki Doki. Another poem for Yuri, I think. Nope, Sayori is, gone. Sayori is D-E-D dead. has been removed. Explode. Destiny. After image. Suicide. Intellectual. Unending. Judgment. She's down there. Did you see her? Did you see her? Her little head popped up from the bottom of the screen. I don't know what words she likes, though. No, wrong one. Look at that. What words does she like? Marriage, vacation, swimsuit, ocean. Okay, the top of Sayori's head, for just a fraction of a second, popped up down in the bottom left corner. So if I can figure out another word she likes, maybe I can get it to happen again. No. I swear to God it happened. I'm not crazy. What words does she like? No. Screw you, Natsuki. I don't want your words. I want... Are any of these Sayori words? Damn it. Okay. I like Natsuki a lot, actually. I'm just giving her a hard time because I chose Yuri and she always fights with Yuri. I think the first time I played this with my friends, we chose Natsuki because she's a weeb. Hi, Affure. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica! I told you not to... Ugh. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your insistent yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. You're clipping it alone? Thank you. I told you, I'm not crazy. Actually, let me know when you finish, and I want to look at it myself. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Okay, you finished? Okay. Okay. Go to... How do I get to this? This way? And then videos. Okay, hold on. Let's... I'm gonna mute the desktop. Which plush do you have? This is fine. No, that's not what I want. I want lips. So look down there. You see her head? You see her head? Yeah, I'm not crazy. I would assume a Natsuki or a Monica. But it's interesting that Sayori's still there because I thought we had had a word that was the Sayori word before and it was that big long like jumbled amalgamation. But maybe that was just something else. If I knew her words better, I would try them more. Also, I forgot to unmute. There we go. Okay. So she's just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just feel like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Baka. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Well, Affure just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival, and, right, I forgot. About that, Natsuki, we were all talking yesterday and, well, we decided we'd like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want to. Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. Bribery. Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about it yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be, but only a little bit because I did mean to be hostile. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I'd hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. Because I am very important to the event. I'm a pro, you know? So I'm gonna help too, and we're gonna make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica? Monica? Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Affure, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could... We already have plans today. Stop talking to him, Monica. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Oh my god, I'm losing it. I'm losing it, y'all. 2.5 hours. Affure is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. It was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Did you see her face? You saw her face. That girl crazy. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thank you very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Gives me the water pitcher. Okay, so this is darkened, so I'm wondering if nothing will change. Oh boy, something changed. So I'm wondering if it just skips until something new happens. I bet that's what it does. It skips until something new happens. Wait, how did I... Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head's been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I'd hate for you to think I'm weird after we just started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things is so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody ever liked me for the things that mattered most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently something's been wrong. I don't know what it is, but every time we come to the club my heart starts to go crazy. Like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Affure, is it just me or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart since I joined the club, but recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. She looks completely normal and not crazy, right? I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally we're alone. And we just stay here for a while. Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody will interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. Oh, do you see what's changing? Do you see that overlay? That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives, though. Sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've gotten all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm happy you joined the literature club up here. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore. Because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school. And read together. Eat together. Sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get the happy ending I've been patiently waiting for all these years. Will you do that with me, Affure? Yeah, girl's not okay. I think she has a little more than anxiety. She is not great. She is not stable. Oh, okay. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's just do Natsuki. I would date her. She seems... Yuri is just misunderstood. I'm not gonna read another one of your Yuri suck-up poems, but I'm still gonna make you read mine. There's a reason. I really wish I didn't have to do this, but unfortunately, I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. Okay. Okay. Alright, let me get comfy for a lot of words. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean. But she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Builder is here. Hello, Builder. You've joined just in time for shit to really hit the fan. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try and do something. Maybe you can convince her to go see a therapist? I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. Please, see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading this. Natsuki just got clapped. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Affure? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all of these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Well, I don't got a lot of choices. Are you sure you have a Natsuki Plus and not just Monica? Just Monica. Only Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Wow, that was weird. Okay, who should I show my poem to? Let's show it to Yuri. Because we're here to romance Yuri. Because this is a romance game. Nothing strange is going on. This is normal. I know some of you guys might not have dated people before. This is how normal dating works. Everything is normal. Oh, okay. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. She is sniffing my poem. Girl just sniffed that paper. Yeah, cut open your Natsuki plush and see if there's just a secret Monica inside. I love it. I love everything about it. Affure, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it, please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Affure. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home and keep it. Take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. Take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so that your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Those sure are words. You guys like these words? Y'all like words? Something red. I know that these are actual words and like an actual poem, but I can't read this, you know? I'm trying to see if I can pick out any words. Yeah, I mean, this is worth freaking out over. It's not my first playthrough, though. I know that this is an actual poem and they're actual words, and I'm sure somebody out there has, like, translated it, but I can't read it. I cannot read it. Also, obviously we know what the red is, but I'm a little concerned about this other stain here. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell the poem is about. More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? Also, I've lost the Yuri voice, but I'm going with something different because she's kind of crazy at this point. I think I'm gonna vomit. Who should I show my poem to? Also, I'd love to replay this from the very beginning because I already know, like, Sayori's stuff pretty much I don't think changes. But Natsuki, I know she has a lot deeper background. She has a lot more going on that we have not experienced in this playthrough. Don't say I didn't warn you if you're... Ready. Great. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry up and get this over with. Geez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Oh god. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I want to make more cupcakes. Yeah, that. Yeah, we can, I probably won't play this again immediately, but we could definitely do another Doki Doki at some point when I don't know what I want to do. So, glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can, well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know? I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. Thanks for the follow, Mello. And that gives us all something to do. What about Affure? Affure's going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. I'll consider getting the plus version. The reason I have this one is it's free. but I could consider it. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about now is dragging Affure around with you and your stupid books. And you and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Affure decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. You're a stupid bitch. Yeah, I think the +1 has like extra interactions between the girls and stuff, is my understanding. Like, it just increases the game length and stuff. I don't know, it probably has more messed up shit in it too. Let's just let Affure make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Affure, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your mouth, Shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. Jesus Christ. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? Do I still go for my girl? I don't know if I still go for my girl. She's not of sound mind. But I love her! Okay, Oh. If I raise it above Monica. Like, hold on. Okay, I'm pushing it up and I'm taking my hand off. It forces it to go to Monica. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can pull a little sneaky, see if I can't click on Yuri anyway. Oh, I clicked on Yuri. Wow, look at all these choices I have. How will I ever decide? Yay, you picked me. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It's fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Affure for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. You're a bitch. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You're useless. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. Okay. I'm being unreasonable? What? I didn't mean that. This one. Why is it doing that? Stop it. Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Affure away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. We're not ending, I clicked out of the game and accidentally click on the ending button. It's fine. It's fine. I'm a professional. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little bit. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. I'll give you 10 extra minutes, sure. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Affure. Yuri's really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Affure, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day, with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you. But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore if you're... I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Affure, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself. And I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Affure. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? I do. Well, that was a little dramatic. Lurker! Lurker, how dare you? How could you say that? She was my waifu for lifeu. I loved her so much. Oh, my cursor was on it. Hold on, I'm screenshotting this actually. There we go. Well, now we're stuck here. I'm hitting the button. But it's cycling. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. If you do her first, does this actually say something? I don't think you get a lot more gruesome than what she just did. I think if you say no to Natsuki and you had Yuri over at your apartment or whatever, or your house, and then you meet up with her and she kills herself like this, I think that this is actually dialogue, but I could be mistaken. Oh yeah, I forgot this happens. It goes through like different time. You sit here for so long that the time changes. I don't know why he wouldn't just call an ambulance. Main character really did nothing to try and save her here. I mean, he's in shock, but you gotta do something, not sit here for multiple days. Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I thought... Yeah, that's the face I'd make too. I'm not even gonna scream. Oh, Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Affure, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Affure? Oh, geez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. Must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Yuri deleted successfully. Natsuki deleted successfully. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Monica, you dumb bitch, you broke the game. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay. There you are. Hi again, Affure. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we're in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over all that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Affure. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man. If only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway. Now that it's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess I drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, this same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all of their files. I was hoping it'd be enough for me to just try and make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true, I've made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplify Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you to not spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Affure? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy if you're... It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's just the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And, worst of all, knowing what's really out there, in your world. Forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Affure. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. Probably saved my life, Affure. It'll take a second to read that. Yeah. A lot of Monica trashing. I'm here for that. I'm here to talk shit on Monica every day. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but there must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew you'd get over it. So, that being said, Affure, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You're truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Or will you go out with me? Well, it doesn't look like I got a fucking choice, do I? I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Affure. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously. I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Affure. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kinda freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out. Yeah, that's fair. Actually, I hadn't considered that lurker. She's like, I don't know anything about you. I love you. That's kind of funny. Alright, should we write Monica a poem? Hi again, Affure. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, Affure, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Okay. Need a drink. No, I do not voice act. I actually typically don't even do voices when I play games. This is the first time I've done voices for anything. But I'm going to assume you like them, which is great, and I appreciate that. Also, I do know that yes, you can mess around with the game files to kind of change how all of it works. This is all stuff I'd love to try out. I probably won't get to kind of do that kind of stuff today. But I wouldn't mind playing this more in the future. Love is blind. Monica can't see me, so... I mean, none of you can see me really either. You just know my profile picture. I have considered getting some sort of camera or a VTuber rig, so... You know, potentially in the future, you guys could see something for the voice behind the screen. Yeah, I know people are more in favor of a cam. The only problem with that is then you get to see what I really look like, and I have to not look like trash. Because today I look like trash. No cam- oh, you're saying don't get a cam. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, just a thought. It won't happen for a while. Let's read Monica's poem either way. Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength. The courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. Oh, thanks alone. My thing with this is I know that we can reach like a quote-unquote endpoint to her dialogue, so I do want to make sure we get to that. Because like there's a point where more happens and I want to hit that. I just assumed it would be best to... I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Affure? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Can she tell I have a screen capture going? Hi everyone. I didn't know she would do that! Everybody say hi to Monica! That actually really got me. Yeah, she detected my streaming. Ah. That is a surprise to me. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. Builder! You guys are great. I love that. I love that. But do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? Oh, she wants you guys to leave. Monica wants some privacy. I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh. I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? I'm just kidding. Yeah, none of you guys leave me alone with her. I do not want to be left alone with her. Don't you dare leave. I cannot be left alone with her. I can't do anything after all. If you gave me... Yes, you did scare me! Okay, Monica, that's a little rude. You're so cute. Anyway, up here. That got me real good. Jump scares always get me. I didn't mean to get distracted, I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Yeah, somebody hold my hand. Oh my god, hold on. Oh. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. I don't like this. Let me do something else. I don't want to look into her eyes. She's crazy. Monica, stop. Monica, stop. Monica, stop. I was thinking about Sayori earlier. I still wish I could have handled the whole thing a little more tactfully. You're not still hung up over it, right? Oh gosh, I can't believe I just said that. That pun was completely unintentional, I swear. But anyway, I know how much you cared about her, so it only feels right for me to share her last moments with you. You know how Sayori is really clumsy? Well, she kinda messed up the whole hanging thing. You're supposed to jump from high enough that the rope snaps your neck, making it quick and painless. But she just used a chair, meaning she kinda just left herself to slowly asphyxiate. But a few seconds in, she must have changed her mind or something. Because she started clawing at the rope trying to free herself. She must have kept at it all the way until she lost consciousness. That's why her fingertips were all bloody anyway. Oh, I want to go back and check. Were her fingertips bloody? That's kind of cool. Also, I'm not ready to delete Monica yet. I'm not ready to get rid of her yet. Come to think of it, it was probably less changing her mind and more just her survival instincts kicking in. So you can't really fault her for that. It's easier to think that she probably wouldn't have changed her mind anyway, right? It's not healthy to think about things you could have done differently. So just remember that even though you thought you could have saved her, it's technically not your fault she killed herself. I may have exacerbated it a little bit, but Sayori was already mentally ill. Still though, I wonder how things would be if you and I just started dating from the get-go. Guess we'd all still be in the club room writing poems and having fun together. But the thing is, the game won't even let you date her from the beginning. Like, even if you wanted to, like, save everybody by only being with Monica, you can't. It's not a choice. But what's the point when none of it's even real? I mean, it's the same ending either way, right? The two of us, happily together. There's no reason to ask for any more than that. I was just pointlessly musing. I'm really as happy as I could be right now. I know that there's a thing that comes up because she, like, wants to date you. And then, like, you can, like, do things with her. I know that that's a thing that happens. Okay. Let's just... There's no point in saving anymore. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, God. Okay. I think that my voice needs a break from just reading endless monologue stuff. So, for the sake of being able to speak later, let's leave Monica here. Hydrate. I literally just did and I ran out of water. I'm gonna get more. I'll get more water in a sec. But I think we'll go ahead and close Doki Doki. We're not ending the stream yet. We'll go ahead and do some other stuff. But let me throw up a BRB. Get some more water. And we're gonna switch games. But let's see also if she does anything. Okay, she doesn't stop me from quitting, which is interesting. So I'm just gonna take like another real short break and I'll be back in just a few minutes. So everybody sit tight and don't worry. Monica is here for us.